Hello and welcome to episode 9 of series 3 of Become a Legend Story Mode. So since the last episode I have played one game. I went and played the Sint-Truiden. Anyway, we won away from home, looking good, and Eggy got a great goal. Yes, he did. He was very tired for the game as well, on downward form. Didn't let that put him off though, scoring a great goal, and it was Ampoma who finished them off as well, with a good finish. And we go into today's game against Lokeren in some pretty good form. 2 wins in a row. And Eggy in good form as well, scoring goals. We've got a couple of Croaky Cup games today against Ostend. But first of all, we're away to Lokeren, so we'll just get straight into it, I think. Let's take a look at the form for this one. Ooh, dearie me. Downward arrow. And tired. That isn't good. Well, we probably need a rest, so a poor performance today wouldn't be the end of the world. So Eggy is now on 7 goals this season. That's a pretty good return for an attacking midfielder of his age and his inexperience in the league. Got to be very happy with that. Now, unfortunately, we did try once again to get the number 10 shirt. We went to Coruña. We said, come on, we've earned it now. We are your starting attacking midfielder. But no, Vanzo, who's the player who's got it at the moment, wouldn't give it up. Coruña wouldn't give it over. So we stay as is for now. If anyone's got another suggestion of a number he might go for, then let me know. But we're at number 10. That's where we want to be. We're going to have to just play our way into the number. But we're up against it here today. Very poor form, very tired. Anything from Eggy would be impressive. So first 20 minutes nearly up here, and it has been slow and of a very poor quality. It's not a good game, and Eggy just feels massively off the pace. He's been putting in a lot of miles recently, and it's really starting to show on the young man. He's tired, his form's gone down. He just needs a rest. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Eggy. It's half nearly up here. We've been able to create absolutely nothing, but that's a good ball into Eggy there. Oh, he can step away. No, Vanzo, come on, that's a poor run. That is literally the only chance we've had. And that is half time here in Lokeren, and oh my god, that is the worst half of football I've ever seen. I know I've said that before, but that really was. Don't know if there was a single shot from either side. And Eggy was dead by about 35 minutes in. I'm genuinely concerned for his well-being, for his welfare. Lokeren have managed 1 shot off target. We've had only 33% possession. Eggy looks like he needs a good sleep. A nice big old meal of satay and rice and whatever it is from his favourite new restaurant. And then an early night. He doesn't look ready to be playing. I really am worried that he's going to get injured if Coruña keeps playing him on such poor stamina. And also with the downward red arrow, that just increases your fatigue instantly. You get very tired, and that's where Eggy is right now, and it's not a nice place to be. We've only made 41 passes in that first half. At least we can't do any worse. But I would like to see Eggy substituted very quickly. Lokeren, good build up here. Derrida, dangerous ball in. It's dealt with. And it goes straight to Eggy. Finds the outball into Vanzo. Oh, and that's a good ball there. And Eggy's the only one with the winger. No, and he's gone back down the line for him. That's probably not the right move. Oh, he's done very well, though, to keep it in. I think he wants it short. No. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Eggy. And what a back heel that is into Vanzo. And Poma now through on goal. Oh, and he can't get the cut back to Eggy. Some slightly more positive signs from Waasland Beveren, but it's still looking pretty desperate. Eggy, lovely ball. Square it to Vanzo. Come on, finish. Finish for the win. Eggy can get to it though. Can he dig out a cross? Oh, that's it. That was our last bit of play in this game. And a decent chance there. All created by Eggy, but Vanzo couldn't finish it off. I don't even know why he's playing. He's definitely our third choice centre forward. Eggy should have been substituted about half an hour ago. Just the ball hasn't gone dead yet. And this should be him off now. Finally, thank God. And mercifully, we do get a break in what has been a low point in Eggy's career so far. But you can't blame him. He needed a rest. Manager shouldn't have been playing him. Oh, Vanzo. Vanzo proves everyone wrong and wins the game here for Waasland Beveren in the dying embers. It's good centre-forward play, and that's actually pretty decent finish. Top bins, full whack, and somehow we're coming away with 3 points here. No thanks to Eggy, no thanks to Coruña's poor management. Thanks to good determination, playing all the way to the final whistle. Come away with the full complement of points. I can't believe it. That was surprising, I have to say. Neither side were any good. It was an awful game of football. You won't have seen much of it because there wasn't much to see. Considering we only had 38% possession to come away with a win, that is some robbery. Eggy gets a 5. That's probably more than he deserves, to be honest. Would have been good to have got more of a rest, really. But wow, still doing pretty well. Still doing pretty well. We're in the top 6, and that's where we need to be. Well, that actually sees us now 7 points ahead of 7th placed Oostend, who we go on to meet now in the cup competition. Hopefully, Eggy gets some time to rest. I don't know. 4 days. I mean, the problem is now we're such a vital part of this team that we will be starting every game, even in the cup. Well, stamina still low, but at least our form has improved. We've got Forte above us, Dierks and Ampoma either side. Boljevic on the bench today. It's a shame, he's been playing well. Up against an Oostend side with 3 centre-backs, 2 defensive midfielders. There should be space down the wings for Ampoma and Dierks. Let's get into it. So here we are under the lights in Oostend. Nothing like the Wazen Beveren Stadium, which is actually pretty decent. But this is a local stadium if ever we've seen it. In the Croaky Cup again. The league has got to be our main focus at the moment. Considering how well we're doing, we're outperforming anyone's expectations. A cup run would be nice, but not so important at this point. And now we've got blue shirts coming forward. All the way back to Eggy. That's not a great one, but we will take it down. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Ampoma. Oh, it's almost into Eggy. Oh, it fell very kindly to him. His shot was parried wide by the keeper. Let's take another look at that. Eggy lays it off. It didn't look to be going anywhere near him. Eggy continued his run into the box. Oh, it fell so kindly. I think we had more time than we thought. Could have maybe taken a touch. We have won a corner here. Eggy's deliveries have been a bit better. Will this one be any good? Yes, it will. And we rise for it. Oof. Nice. Better. Been working on those corners. Eggy just about gets to it. Finds Forte. Lovely ball out to Dierks. He's followed by Capon. Eggy's there. Wants it short. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Eggy now. Forte ahead of him. Ampoma to his right-hand side. He chooses to use the winger. He plays it into Forte. Oh, he's just into an offside position. It's unfortunate. It was a nicely worked counter-attack. There's nothing. He's actually officially onside there. Fuck's sake. 28 minutes gone and we're struggling again to create anything. Eggy really failing to get involved at all. Forte now. Can he hold it up? That's a good ball out. Eggy's making a decent run here. Can he be found? That's not. He didn't even call for that. We didn't want it there. Trying to peel off. Just not clicking at all. Oh, loads of space for Eggy here. That's an interesting throw. They'll get to it, but Forte now plays it back. Oh, big mistake. Wrong decision. Nice ball into Eggy. Turns on the pace through the centre. Slip in Forte here. Good effort from him, but it's wide. And a little bit of composure there, Forte, and you could have easily slotted in Eggy again. This is better from Eggy, though. Saw the space to run into. Saw the run from Forte. Maybe he could have held that up. Swiped at it with the left foot. Chances have been few and far between in this half. It's a similar story to the last game. Eggy tired. Not on great form. Struggling to get involved. Desperately trying to manage our fatigue by not sprinting everywhere, but that means that we're often in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's only a few seconds left in this half. Have Oostend got a horrible sting in the tail for us? Drury with the back heel. It's not going to work for them. It's a good ball into Eggy, but that is half time here. It's not working as well as it did in the last episode, is it? It's definitely not working as well. We need to see much more in this second half. High ball into Forte. We need to do more of that. And that's worked nicely. Forte will get to this. No, Eggy will. Didn't. Oh, fuck, that was confusing. My Forte was trying to race us to that one. That did not help matters at all. Forte into Dierks. Forte through to Eggy. It's going to be Dierks who gets to it first. A simple ball into Eggy. Could see us get off the mark here. Oh, we let it come across. Why did you let it come across there, Eggy? Could have hit that so much easier. Just feels like he's running in sand at the moment. He's tired. Poor form. He showed it there. That should have been a tap in. Fuck's sake. Low ball into Guri. Lays it back to Fernando. Great effort. Great goal. That's, well, we deserved that. Eggy had a chance to put us up. And they've come straight back down the other end of the pitch and really made us suffer. Made us pay for that poor finishing. Eggy. Eggy. It was all going so right. Now it just feels so wrong. And that's it. Eggy off again. Well, he needed to come off. He needed to not be fucking playing. This is ridiculous. I'm getting so angry. It's making us look bad. We're not this bad. But that was not a good game at all. Eggy needed to come off probably at half time. Just needs to get his energy back. Gets his form back. Well, I'm absolutely furious. I'm absolutely raging. This just screams inexperienced manager. I mean, think about it. Eggy was in great form. He was doing so well, but then he played like 3, maybe 4 90-minute games in a row. That's too much for a young 18-year-old player playing in such an important part of the pitch as well. And still trying to adapt to the league in many ways, adapt to the pace. But he's played him into the ground and his stamina has been affected, his form has been affected. He's going to have poor games like this. It affects the whole side, but it's going to affect Eggy more than anyone. He comes away with a 4 today. That might be his lowest ever rating. He needs a rest. He needs time on the bench. Doesn't need to be played over and over again. Eggy up to 7 goals now, 5 assists, 6.1 average rating. Everything's looking pretty rosy, but he's just not having the best time of it. Really needed just a little bit of understanding from his manager. At least he got about 30 minutes rest in that one. He's starting again today. And only 3 days later, he's not going to have recovered. Not anywhere close to how much we need him to have done. Let's take a look here. Yep, we can't keep playing at 2/3 energy. 3/4 if we're being generous. It's going to take its toll, and I'm really worried about him getting injured. So we're in a bit of a difficult position now where we know if we score, then we have to play the full 90. Things aren't going to get any easier. If only there was some way to just get a message to Cardiff Collegiate. I don't know who needs to contact him just to tell him to let Eggy rest. Please, there needs to be a hashtag. Hashtag rest Eggy. Because at the moment, you're playing him into the ground. This is not how you manage a young player. This is... It blows my mind. Just let him, please, let him sleep in. Just for one day. He's only 18. He needs his rest. Right, anyway, we've got a 1-goal disadvantage to claw back. Come on then. Oh, lovely ball into the box here. Oostend. Oostend extend their lead. And that's 2-0 over the 2 legs. Deary me. And that's the away goal as well. That's pretty much us out. I don't know whether to run Eggy into the floor in this first half. See if we can get taken off at half time. Which I don't think that'll happen. I want to get out of the Croaky Cup anyway. Eggy into Forte. Oh, is there a foul in there somewhere? Hello. This could be Eggy range. This is definitely Eggy range. Wait, Forte, get out of the way. Get out of the way, you fucking big idiot. Right, yep, there we go. Out the way, okay. Up and over. And in the onion bag. It's over. Oh, is it the bar? Just a little bit too much on it. It's unfortunate. Oh, lovely back heel there into Forte. And now Boljevic down the line into Eggy. Bataille seems to have got the better of him for pace. Eggy. No! Ah! Eggy. Whips the ball in. That's a dangerous one looking for Ampoma. Nicely shaped cross there. Now Eggy's made a good run into the box. The ball just doesn't find its way over to him though. It's unlucky. Eggy takes that on the run. It's nicely done. Looking for the run of Forte. Finds him here. Wants it back. And Poma can find Eggy here into the box. Low effort is saved. Oh, God. Well, chances have been few and far between in this episode. We haven't taken them when they have arrived, and this was about as good as we're going to get. First touch maybe took him a little far away from the goal. Defender was sliding in. It was a good save. Corner here. Eggy with the outswinger. It's a deep one. Pushed back into a dangerous area. Yes! And Boljevic gets his goal. Can we find a second here, though, against Oostend? Well, it was Eggy's decent corner, I guess, that caused trouble in the Oostend box. And then that was a good finish. One more chance here, perhaps. Can we keep this moving? Eggy labouring to get in the box. And that is a ball in looking for him, but that wasn't the right ball. Eggy wasn't calling for it. We didn't want it. Well, we'll go in honours even here. Over the 2 legs we are behind. Yeah, that away goal is going to make things difficult, isn't it? I guess we need to score 2. And Eggy just needs a rest. Please take him off. High ball. Looking for the head of Forte. Doesn't quite win it, but that's a good ball over the top looking for Eggy. And Karka does well. Forte will keep it moving. Eggy skips away. Looks to get the shot off. And again, trying to just force it. Just trying to shoot through about 3 or 4 different men. Ball into Eggy here. Just wants to turn. Find a bit of extra space. Ball finds Boljevic. He's got Forte to aim for in the box. And Forte evens it up here. Now we just need one more goal. I think we need... It must be away goals. Hang on. I'm not quite sure. Why is he not picking the ball up? Anyway, we're ahead here on the night. We aren't even now on aggregate. I think their away goal tonight will see them go through unless we can find a third here at the Freefall Stadion. Can we manage it? And that's it for Eggy. Well, he's not going to get the winner here. It's going to be another 70th minute substitute. No, 63rd minute substitution for him today. The problem is, not only is he tired, and that's affecting his play, it's affecting his form, it also means that to try and conserve the little energy we do have, that often we don't get back quite as much as we should, we stay still, and that is going to affect our rating. Although at this point, really, because we're somewhere in the 90s in terms of manager approval rating, the rating itself isn't so important as the goals and the assists. But it would still be nice not to be getting 4s and 4.5s. It's an embarrassment after the great form Eggy's been showing, but you cannot blame anyone in this situation other than the manager. If we come away with a third goal here, then it will have been a fortunate route through to the next round, rather than coming from anything even approaching good management, because he's a fraud and I hate him. So there we are, we're over here. Hang on, everyone seems to be... What's the verdict here? Ostend won it? I'm confused. Extra time? Full time? Nope. Okay. We're out then, I guess. That'll be us out. Well, at least Eggy managed a 6 today. He didn't really do that much, but he was more involved, looking a bit better. But I'm not too concerned about going out of the cup. Actually, if we didn't have the cup, we would have had a nice week here for Eggy to recover. But yeah, we go out on aggregate. Thought that was the case. And we miss out on a spot in the final. Oh shit, that was the semi-final. Oh well, that is unfortunate. Oh well. So there we have it. Well, that was a very poor episode, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Nothing more I can say. Blame the manager. That's what I will say. Blame the fucking manager for being disrespectful to Eggy, for being stupid, thick, idiotic. There's a million different ways to describe it, but all I know, poor management, and it's really affecting Eggy now. He just needs time to relax. He needs to return to full fitness. What's he like now? Look, again, this is exactly it. Next game, red arrow, poor form. It's going to continue until he drops him. Put him on just one game is all we need. And the games keep coming thick and fast. We've got one game and then 3 days later another. Then 4 days later another. And Club Brugge and Ghent are two of those teams. So they're going to be tough ones as well. I just can't see a way out of this. See you in a bit.